Okay, so we are back, and I found a problem in the original recording here. Bear with me, but we're going to have to call a little bit of an audible this semester. That's okay. I kind of like when things get messed up. You tend to learn a little bit more about it. So, what I did is I copied over my descriptives tab to a new tab, and I called it Annual Trending, and then I blew it up, and here we are. So, even though we did the outliers analysis, you can see I've got two versions with 18 and 30. We want everything here because we're going to do it with everything in, and then we're going to sort and remove the outliers and look at it both ways. First thing we have to do is create a column right next to the date of injury. We want to go with fiscal year. So I'm going to type that in, and now we have to manually enter the fiscal year. I know it sounds annoying, but I'm going to go fiscal year 2010 to start. And I got to type it twice. And scroll down until I get to July of 2010. And there we are. Okay. Now we're in August of 2010, so I'm going to do fiscal year 2011. And pretty soon we're going to see the error that I did not know was there until a few moments ago, but we're going to roll with it. It's going to be okay. That's what I'm telling myself. All right. Okay, so I just completed that. Now look at this. It jumps from 2011 to 2016. So we're going to basically have a couple years and then a break and then other years. So let's go to 2017. I think it's going to work out. I really hope it does. I don't know what happened. We'll see. I mean, it's the same data set. 2018. It will be okay. There we go. 2019. Yeah, not gonna have the what we had expected, but we're gonna make do. Might have to break this down into two videos though. Oh geez. Oh, one more. And 2020. I was wondering why the data set was so small before in a different video, and that's why, because it jumps. I like surprises. 2021, 2021, and let's see here. There we go. Okay. And this would be the 2022. I mean, I'm labeling it so that everybody has everything is labeled. All right. So I'll look over here. We've got, this is the original numbers, right? And now what we want to do is I may as well leave that there and I'll work below it. Just because I want to see what's going on. And there's some, I'm going to shrink it down a little bit because I'll be making some other, now on the help document, you can look and see what all the columns are. Of course, we're going to figure out the paid amounts up to the way of the total paid. After that, we're going to figure out average per claim, or average claim, you can call it whatever you want. And before that, we're going to do a count or number of claims. I'll just say number, because we're doing this all per year. Rep text. What is that? That's an Arial 8. That's an Arial 10. Just kind of cleaning her up a little bit, because we're going to be graphing, doing a scatter plot of number of claims, cost of claims, average per claim. Well, we will look at the, we only have 28 open claims. And I mean, we can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, what should I color the open claims? We'll color them a light green. Look at this. See, there's a lot of them right here at the end. We'll have to figure out what percent at the end. You don't have to color. I'm just kind of trying to show you because maybe you can't see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know, almost half are just right here. Here's another one and another one. So we'll be figuring those out where they are. So 2020, we'll have to see fiscal year, or actually fiscal year 2021, if there's too many open claims, then we don't have a very reliable forecast and trend. There's a lot right there. Okay, so I'm creating this. This is going to be fiscal year. We just want to be able to graph it and see what the trend is, because that's the big question. Is it getting better? Is it getting worse? And so we started, I believe, I'm going to go up and take a look. How many fiscal years did we get? So we got 10, 11, and then it jumps to 17. All right, 10, 11, and jumps to 17. This is going to be fun. 2010, 2011, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, and 2021. I'll put in 2022, but we're not going to graph it because it's an incomplete year. All right, and then we'll do a total, because we always have to check our work when we do these tables now, just to make sure that everything equals out. And I'm also good. I also like to put the column letter above when I start typing it, and this would be our fiscal year. So that's H. Column H. I would never put that, as part of the table. This is just for my work. I would delete it later. These are right up here. This is STUV. STU and V. And if you're looking like, where's he getting that from? It's right here. Or, I'm sorry, it's right here. STUV. We got all those. The average is going to be the total divided by the count, which is right here, the number of claims. So this is going to be a count if. So we're going to go equal count if. We now have to designate a range, H2 to H, is it 388? It is. I'll scroll over and look. See, it's lit up. And then what do I want it to count? I want to count it if it finds what's in this thing here. Good, it got it. I got to go back in and freeze it. So I'm going to put a $sign in front of the 2 and a $sign in front of the 3 for 388. You could type it all you want, but if you do it that, it actually then doesn't move down. So it always stays 2 to 388. Now I want to do a sum, SUM, and highlight these, and it's 387. So I know, see, it equals the total. So I know that it's correct. I mean, I had checked it. So now what we're going to do is a sum if. Equal sum if, SUMIF. So we want it to add up if between S2 and S388. If this year is there, oh, no, I did it wrong. First you have to designate the criterion. So it's H2 to H388. Then the criteria is the year. So whenever it's 2010, what do I want to add up? Anything under S2 to S388. There we go. And we will go currency. Seems like a big number, doesn't it? Oh well. Now if I move this over, it'll move other things over. And so we have to go up and freeze a few things. First of all, I have to freeze the H and the 2 and the H and the 388. I only have to freeze the Q for the designation because I want it to go up and down. And then I just have to freeze the numbers for the rows. Now what I can do is just click and drag down and click and drag over. And I can compare it, the totals now, to above to see if they're correct. So I compare this to that, it's the same. Compare this to that, it's the same. And so everything is covered. Now to get the average, I go equal the total paid divided by, see I put a divide sign or whatever, and then click on the number of claims. I'm going to get rid of that and then just drag it down all the way. So 2022 doesn't have anything paid off. The average is 7,128, just like it is up here. And you can see that it was high in these 2 years, but then it's kind of coming down, and that's what we're going to have to find out is what's going on. So let's graph this and see what it looks like. Um, yeah, let's check it out. I mean, yeah, let's see what happens. So let's go by number of claims and see what happens. So I'm gonna what you do is you first highlight the y-axis. So number of claims, and I'm gonna go just to 2021 because 2022 is incomplete, and we'll see what happens. Then I go up to insert. I go to scatter plot. So under charts, it's the one that looks like there's dots all over the place. It's called insert data plot. Click on that. Just pick the free dots. And now what I need to do, and this is important, I need to add the x-axis, which is the years. So I right-click on one of the data points. I hit select data. And this comes up. So what I need to do is click number of claims, edit. See the x values aren't there. So these were self-generated by the system. Click on it and then go ahead and cover the years in which the data is represented. Hit return. So we have a gap. So it was going down, we have a gap, and then it seems to be kind of going up or leveling off. So it wouldn't be, what happens if I put a best fit line in and see what happens? Add trend line. Overall, can it do it? Yeah, so overall it looks like it's going down, but if we were to eliminate these first 2 years, because it's so far in the distance, and I can do that by hitting, well, select data, it's clicked, and so now I can go over here and manually, come on, get rid of that, get rid of, look at that. So maybe for the trend analysis, we should just try to use 217 to 2021, and then we can do, but we will compare it back to what it was back then. That's interesting. Might have to do that. All right, let's look at the costs involved. So we'll take the total paid, but I'm only going to do 17 through 21. Insert scatter plot. I'm going to have to add the years. Right click on a button, hit select data, series 1, edit. I got to give it its name too because I wasn't able to highlight the whole thing. X values are those. And it looks like things are going down. So if the numbers are going down but the claims are going up, the average would have to kind of go down in order to even things out. So let's add the other paid amounts. So we go select data, and we add one. Series name, we'll do paid medical. The X values are 17 through 21. And the values are these. Oh, this is going to be tough to keep track of. Okay. Let's add the indemnity. Put in the name, X values, and Y values. And I may as well do the paid LE because I'm here. But it's such a small amount that probably not going to matter too much. Y values, there we go. Okay. Let's toss in some trend lines. Okay. Also keep in mind, okay, I'm going to put some R squares in here just to see. So 0.4 is not too bad. 0.75 is actually really good. 0.76 is not bad. And let's see what that one was. 0.76. Okay. And let's do it for this one too. R squared. 0.75. Not bad. And this is with the outliers in. So this is going to be as bumpy as it typically gets. If you're looking at this like I am and you're like, oh, I don't like that they have these half years in here. Click on it. Right click. And, oh, it already opened it over on the right. See the format access? See, the major is a 0.5. If I turn that into 1, hit return, should fix it. There we go. There, that's a lot better. If we want to forecast, and everything's kind of going down here, that's good things, right? What you do is you click on the line, and then over here it says forecast forward. So I could go ahead 1 year, 2 years, whatever it is, and you see it goes up to 2023. So if nothing changes, the total number of claims are going to go up. I mean, over here, things are really going down. So how is the safety program performing? Well, there appears to be an increasing trend on claims per year, but the overall costs seem to be going down. However, we haven't removed the outliers yet. If there's some really expensive claims back here, these completely rock around. Really, honestly. We could have graphed the average as well, but we obviously see it's going down. Yeah. I'm going to stop the video here, and then I'll show you how to do it with outliers removed.